In this video, we want to find a polynomial function of degree 4 with negative 3 as a 0 of multiplicity 2, 5 as a 0 of multiplicity 1, and negative 8 as a 0 of multiplicity 1. So we have a polynomial function. We know we're going to have the form f of x equals some constant, a sub n, times, now we have negative 3 as a 0 with a multiplicity of 2. So we're going to have x minus negative 3, and that's going to occur twice because we have a multiplicity of 2. 5 is a 0 with multiplicity of 1, so we're going to have x minus 5. And negative 8 as a 0 of multiplicity of 1, so that's going to be x minus negative 8. Now again, both 5 and negative 8 are zeros with multiplicity of 1, so we just get one factor each of those. But the negative 3, we get two factors involving that. Okay? Now if we let our constant a sub n just be 1, then we're going to have 1 times x plus 3 squared, because minus negative 3, times x minus 5 times x plus 8. Okay, so cleaning that up. And the truth is, we could have come straight to this if we remember this. Okay? So if I multiply this out, this will be my polynomial function of degree 4 that has negative 3 as a 0 of multiplicity 2, 5 as a 0 of multiplicity 1, and negative 8 as a 0 of multiplicity 1. So I'm just going to multiply this all out. Okay? So I'm going to start with the x minus 5 times the x plus 8, and I'm also in the process going to write my x plus 3 squared as x plus 3 times x plus 3. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and multiply this out and multiply this out. So multiplying x plus 3 times x plus 3, x times x is going to be x squared. X times 3 is going to be 3x. 3 times x is going to be another 3x. So when I combine like terms, that's going to be 6x. And 3 times 3 is going to be 9. So I want to make sure it's clear what I've done here. I did the outers and the inners. Both of those were 3x, and I went ahead and combined those to get 6x in as the combined term there. Multiplying x minus 5 times x plus 8, x times x is going to be x squared. From the outers, we're going to get plus 8x. From the inners, we're going to get minus 5x. So 8x minus 5x is going to be 3x that we get when we combine like terms. Negative 5 times 8 is going to be negative 40. Okay? So I skipped a step there, making sure you're with me. I went ahead and combined the term that we got from the outers and the inners, okay, for both of these. Now, I'm going to multiply this. So x squared times x squared is x to the 4th. X squared times 3x is 3x cubed. X squared times minus 40 is minus 40x squared. 6x times x squared is 6x cubed. 6x times 3x is 18x squared. And 6x times minus 40 is minus 240x. 9 times x squared is 9x squared. 9 times 3x is 27x. And 9 times minus 40 is minus 360. So if I combine like terms, clean this up, we have our polynomial function. So we have x to the 4th. Now we have 3x cubed plus 6x cubed, which is 9x cubed. We have minus 40x squared plus 9x squared. Oh, we also have plus 18x squared. Okay? So minus 40 plus 18 is going to be minus 22x squared. And minus 22x squared plus 9x squared is going to be minus 13x squared. Now I have a minus 240x and a plus 27x. minus 240 plus 27 is going to be minus 213. So minus 213x. And then last but not least, we have minus 360. So this is our polynomial function of degree 4 that has negative 3 as a 0 with multiplicity 2, 5 as a 0 of multiplicity 1, and negative 8 as a 0 of multiplicity 1. And again, we're assuming that our constant here is 1, so this is the simplest function that has those zeros.